तव नित्यदास ज्ञानी मोहे बाल
स्वामी तव नित्य दास जानी मोहे बाल
अमर पालन भार देखो न तुम्हारा
अमर पालन भार एको न तुम्हारा
देखो न भोजन प्रभु तुम्हारा चरण
एको न बुझिन प्रभु तुम्हारा चरण
देखो न भोजन प्रभु तुम्हारा चरण
एको न बुझिन प्रभु तुम्हारा चरण
बड़ो दुख पाइया स्वतंत्र जीवन
बड़ो दुख पाइया स्वातंत्र जीवन
दुख दूर घेरो पद भरणी
दुख दूर गेलो
पद लागिया रमा तपस्या कोरीला
बदला दिया रामा तपस्या करीला
हे पद पाया शिवत्वलोभीला
पद पाइया शिवा
बदल प्रिया ब्रह्मा क्षत्र वृथ अर्थ होयला
बदला दिया रामा
जय पद नारद मुनि धोरे धोरिला प्रभु तुम्हारा जैसे अभय पाद शिरते धोरिला आनंदे नाची पद गुण गाइया संसार विपद होते अवश्य उद्धार
संसार विपद होते अवश्य उद्धार
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So make some sitting arrangement. Maybe we can have few Prabhujis here also. Prabhu, you can come here.
I request new devotees to sit here. Senior devotees can once they come.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Everyone listening, no? Inside also, we can come here. Inside Matajis can be sitting here. Yeah. We have space. I want to ensure people are. वो मेरा बैग है। My bag. Yet another festival. Unending festivals in Vrajbhumi circle which goes on and on and on. Let's start with Mangalacharan and we'll have just 2 hours of class and then Prasad. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadachi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guravo Shri Yuta Padatam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Shri Vishakhantamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Namaste Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshakarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radha Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vacharam Pangam Gandhete Girim Yat Kripatam Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hare Krishna, welcome again to Kunal Prabhu's place. I welcome on behalf of Kunal Prabhu to everyone. So we waited almost for 1 year, 1.5 years to get this altar from Ujjain. So it's a very nice, maybe Lord was waiting for the new place. They did not want to move from one place to another. So it's a very, very auspicious occasion where we invite the Lord to our home. I think many of you had the altar installation in your place. And it's always my privilege to go to that place and do altar installation and do nice kirtan and have nice prasad and come back. And it creates a lot of auspiciousness in the house when we invite the Lord home. And I'm sure all the ones already having installations and started regular worship in a proper standard way. You might have realized that how wonderful it is to serve the Lord in a proper systematic way as given in the Shastra. So taking shelter of the Lord, this is what we do when we don't do deity worship. Today the bhajan that we sang is all about taking shelter of the Lord. So for next half an hour, 45 minutes, let's discuss this bhajan. And then we'll do the aarti, the first aarti of the Lord, and have the nice feast. I keep telling feast because that gives enthusiasm to people. That's the reason. Okay, let's begin. The first stanza it says, Ekona mujino Prabhu tumara charana Ashoka Abhaya Amrita Purna Sarva Kshana. Now I have understood that your feet are always replete with sorrowlessness, fearlessness, and immortality. No one in this world wants to be sad, for sure, including devotees. No one. So important thing is everyone wants to be happy, and everyone is searching for happiness. I was telling our Koti Shashikot, and tell me a bhajan which will be good for both newcomers and for devotees. He said this, and I see actually it's there. So when it comes to searching for happiness, everyone is doing. But where is that source of happiness? And here it is given that, oh Lord, now I have understood that source of happiness is your lotus feet. And that is a fact. In the bhajan, in the next few stanzas, we'll understand that how the lotus feet of the Lord is actually the source of all happiness and the source of all fearlessness. We'll discuss this. Sakala chhadiya tuva charana kamale podiyachi aminatha tava pada tale. I have relinquished everything at your lotus feet and fallen before them, O Lord. Today morning and yesterday evening we had the association of His Holiness Asir Krishna Maharaj. And it was an amazing class. He was giving in Hindi. We had translation also. It's a very wonderful class it was by Maharaj. And Maharaj was making this point. When it comes to worshipping Krishna, people are a bit fearful. And especially coming to Islam, people are more fearful. Yes. These people will snatch you. They'll pull you inside. Etc. etc. But here one thing is there. See, everything finally belongs to the Lord. And everything has to go to the Lord. And that's why in various shlokas of Bhagavatam, as well as various bhajans, we understand that when it comes to giving, Lord gives us so much. One devotee was sharing that when Lord gives you with 10 hands, how much can you hold with 2 hands? How much? But when Lord snatches away from 10 hands, how much can you hold with 2 hands? That's a fact. That's a fact. And it's a very nice thing to note that finally we are caretakers. We are not owners. Correct, no, Kunal? Caretakers, right? Of this. Caretakers. We are not owners of the place. So when it comes to caretakers, when it comes to devotees, they write this ICO, whichever they have any possession of their life. We have plates, or brahmachari plates, or some speaker or this, so that we put label on that and write ICO and we write our name, Kartikeya Das. ICO means in the care of. In the care of. I mean, clothes we don't write because it's not practical. But any object that is there, we write ICO and we write our name, in the care of. So actually everything belongs to Lord. Only thing that we are doing is we are just caring for it, taking care of it. Once you forget taking care of that, they are called as asuras, or demons. Prabhupada writes in 8th canto of Bhagavatam. And the ones who are taking care of various things and utilizing in service of Krishna, then they are called as devatas, or demigods, or devotees. So very nicely definition is given in one of the Purana. It says that the one who remember Vishnu, one who worship Vishnu, they are devatas. One who don't, they are demons. Simple definition. One or zero. There is nothing in between. Nothing in between. So here Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, by the way, for the ones who don't know who is Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is one of the Acharya in our line. He is Prabhupada's Guru's father. Very great stalwart in this wonderful sampradaya of Brahma Sampradaya. So he's writing this. Now I've relinquished everything at your lotus feet, O Lord, and now I've fallen in front of you, paying obeisance unto you. So when we do altar installation, there's a nice thing where we can meditate on that everything in this home, O Lord, belongs to you, and everything is offered in your service. Yes. And every single day when you pay obeisance to the Lord, this is the mood that everything is at your lotus feet, O Lord, including me, including me. With that mood, we pay obeisance. Third stanza says, Tava Padmanatha Rokhibe Amare Ara Rakha Karta Nahi E Bhava Samsare. O Lord, sweet will protect me. There is no other protector in this world of life and death. Tell me, who can protect us from the cycle of birth and death? I see so many senior devotees sitting here, initiated devotees sitting here, 16 rounders. Who else can protect us in this world? Who else? There's no one who can protect us from the cycle of birth and death. It's only Krishna and no one else. He is that Mukti Data. This is the word that is given to the Lord. Mukti Data. He is that personality. No one else in this world can do that. And anyone who takes the shelter of his lotus feet, he protects that person. Any arguments on this? Anyone who takes shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, he protects them. Any arguments on this? No arguments. Huh? But we see so many devotees also getting killed. No, they also died. Then?
Also is mercy.
Is mercy. Option नहीं है, shelter ले लिए. Or taken shelter of the Lord, so no option. We have to say this. Actually, it is said that Lord protects us all the time. He protects our consciousness all the time and bodies sometimes. Yes? He protects our consciousness all the time. That's how we are able to practice bhakti lifetime after lifetime. Wherever we leave, we start from there. And He protects our body sometimes. Whenever He wishes, He does that. And as Mataji rightly said, that will be the best plan for all of us. Krishna knows what is the best for all of us. Once what happened is something had happened to one devotee in Vrindavan. Come. In Vrindavan. So there was one, I was very new at that time and I read that article. So I was asking that Prabhu, Brahmachari, I was in pant shirt at that time asking him questions. I asked him, how is it that this devotee, such and such thing happened with this devotee? And that Prabhu told me that one of the important thing to note here is, you are no one in between. Krishna and the devotee, they are managing things. Who are you in between? Why are you asking this question? So the point is that the Lord has the plan for each and every person. The only thing that has to be done is have that complete faith on the Lord. That's the very, very important thing. And therefore here it is given, your lotus feet will protect me, for sure. Why will Lord protect us? What is our relationship with the Lord? Eh? Who is Krishna? Who is Krishna? Supreme Personality of Godhead. What else?
Spiritual Father.
Eternal Father. What else?
We are
Bhagavan. We are part and parcel. Yes. All Bhakti Shastris out here. Yes. See, we'll always say Krishna is Supreme Personality. He is the protector of the entire universe. But actually our relationship with Him is He's our Lord. He's my Lord. He's mine. He's my Lord. Here it's a very important thing to note that Lord protects us because He's our eternal well-wishing friend. There's no other eternal well-wisher. We might say that that person is my friend, this person my relative, he is my spouse, she is my spouse, my kids. But actually the eternal well-wisher is only Krishna. Everyone else just comes and goes. Correct, no? It takes a lot of confidence and guts to say all this in front of Grasta devotees. But that's a fact. He is the only one who can protect us because He is the eternal well-wishing friend. Fourth stanza he says, Ami tava nitya dasa, janino ebara, amara palana bhara, ekhona tumara. Here he's saying, now I have realized. See, when someone does bhakti, what is the realization that is expected? What is the realization that every devotee should get when they are doing bhakti? Love of God.
Servants of the Lord.
We are eternal servants of the Lord, always remembering the Lord, yes? The huh?
Each action is associated to you.
Yes. So actually, the realization that each and every devotee should get or gets is that we are servants of the Lord and He is our eternal master. We are His eternal servants. Now, when I am servant of someone, I'm talking about Vedic time, not the Kali Yuga time. So I'm servant of someone in the Vedic time. The master takes complete responsibility of the servant. Complete. And even the servant will not leave the master. भले कितना भी hype मिले. He'll not. He'll not change his job. He'll not change the master. So it's very clear. So there's a very, very important point to note here that once a devotee realizes that I am servant of Krishna, Krishna is my master, the next line where he's saying, Amara palana bhara ekhona tumhara. Now, when he's accepting Lord as the master and he's realizing that I am his servant, so at that time, he says, Oh Lord, now maintaining me is your responsibility. Maintaining me is your responsibility. Maybe aap dekhte. My job is to do devotional service, and your job is to take care of me, to maintain me. So in Chaitanya Leela, in Gaur Leela, many of you might be knowing Srivas Thakur. So Srivas Thakur, he's a Grihastha devotee, but then he would not worry much about getting money, taking care of the house and this and that. So one day, Lord Krishna, who is Gauranga, in the age of Kali, in his Kali Yuga avatar, he was asking Srivas Thakur, that you don't do anything for maintenance of yourself or maintenance of your family members. How is it that you're doing this? And then he says, with a lot of confidence, see, these pure devotees, they have full confidence in the Lord, Lord will take care of me. And with full confidence, he says that I will clap 3 times. I'll clap 3 times, and whatever I want, if it doesn't come, I'll hang a big stone across my neck and I'll drown in Ganga. Can you imagine what he said? So basically, he was telling that, oh Lord, I have full confidence. Whatever is needed for my maintenance, you will provide for sure. So I have full confidence in this. So I am not going to worry about my maintenance. That is your headache. My headache is just, or my duty is just to do devotional service, and I am doing that. And at that time, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's telling him that, oh Srivas, even if, listen to this statement, he says, even if Lakshmi Devi one day might come in the life of Lakshmi Devi where she has to go and beg, but in your life that day will never come. Can you imagine? One day, maybe Lakshmi Devi might go out to beg, but then in your life, this will never happen. This is the faith that the devotee has on the Lord, and this is the responsibility that the Lord takes. And it's all up to the devotee. It's up to the devotee how much to surrender to the Lord. Now devotee might be 50-50. Little bit, 50% surrender, 50% not. So at that time, Lord is also 50% I'll protect you. 50% I'll maintain you, rest you'll take care. Same thing, all of you might be parents of kids. So that kid who is completely dependent on you, how much take care or how much care you will give to your kids. I remember going to some house, there were 2 kids. One kid was healthy and good, fine, intelligent. And second kid was physically and mentally challenged. And I was seeing that both husband and wife, they were giving so much of time to this kid who was there on the wheelchair. So I was just I was just thinking that since that child is completely dependent on parents for everything, parents are giving extra care, and the child is running around. So, so this is a very, very important point to note that as servants, when we depend on the Lord completely, Lord takes care of us completely. But this obviously is a lifetime project. It's not one-time class and we'll realize it's a lifetime project. But when we do every day deity worship, stand in front of the Lord and pray to the Lord intensely and offer this prayer that, oh Lord, my service is to serve you. And oh Lord, it's up to you to maintain me or not. And surely Lord will maintain, why not? And anything that we have in our life, the best of the best things should be offered to the Lord. Correct, no, Kunal? Best of the best thing should be offered to the Lord. The best of the best flowers, the best of the best bhogas, the best of the best fruits, everything. In fact, whatever we get, new things in our life, be it clothes, be it ornaments, be it gadgets, first we offer it to the Lord. Many times devotees come to the temple, they'll get the dhoti with the praise, but offer kar dijiye. Laptop, or throw laptop. Thoda Achman water come down. But everything is offered to the Lord. And with this consciousness, when someone is there, tell me, why will not that grasta devotee or that devotee will become fully Krishna conscious? Prabhupada always says, deity worship means it's a 24-hour business where you all the time think about the Lord. Now next what to do, now next what to do. Say you're going out for a function, and then it's a time for evening arati or it's a time for evening bhoga. Now, or you're going to some relative's house, you've closed your altar for whatever 2-3 days, and then you go to your relative's house. एक ना एक बार तो दिल में लगेगा ना that my Lord is fasting, maybe I've not opened the altar, I've not worshipped. This is consciousness where we are thinking about the Lord all the time. This happens when the altar installation happens at home, when we regularly worship the Lord nicely. The fifth stanza, it says, बड़ो दुख पाइछे स्वतंत्र जीवने दुख दूरे गेलो ओ पद वरणे. I experienced only great distress in my independent life. All my distress has gone away by embracing your lotus feet. So if living entities of this world, if we are living entities, if we are suffering in this world, and there is only one reason, that we have forgotten our eternal master. This is the only reason. If anyone is suffering in this world, we cannot actually point to other people. Oh, because of my husband I'm suffering, because of my wife, because of my kids, because of my boss. No. Shastras say we are not suffering because of anyone else. It's only because of ourselves, because we have forgotten the Lord. And the day we revive that consciousness, our relationship with the Lord, we are back to our anandas, a state of ananda, a state of bliss. This is what is the process of bhakti. The process of bhakti is all about realizing our master and our connection with the master, that we are his servants. That's what happens. In the deity worship, you pay obeisance. You offer various things. You offer bhoga to the Lord. You offer, whatever new things that you get. Whatever best of the best things you offer. And with that, what happens is, the mood is, the best thing should be offered to the Lord. This is what would happen in the kingdom. If I'm not wrong, who was the king, Vishwamitra or Vasishtha? First, who was the king? And who was the Brahmana? Vishwamitra was the king. And Brahmana was Vasishtha. So when Vishwamitra went to meet, or when he went to the forest and when he found this hermitage of Vasishtha, so at that time, Vishwamitra was not alone. He had a huge sena that was there, a huge military force. And when he went there, Vasishtha Muni, with the help of a Surabhi cow, he fulfilled all the desires or all the needs of all the guests who had come. And the guests were really huge in number. And at that time, Vishwamitra was thinking that best of the best things should be offered to the king. So this cow is the best and it should be offered to me. That's the point. Best thing should be offered to the king. And obviously a lot of fights happened and many things happened. And at that time, Vasishtha defeated Vishwamitra Muni, and Vishwamitra Muni said, what is the use of becoming a king? Let me become a Brahmana. And the entire goal of Vishwamitra became to become a Brahmana, and then he did a lot of work. Anyways, the point is, the best of the best things should be offered to the king. And the king of the house, or the master of the house, is only Krishna. And when we offer like that every single day, with full faith and devotion, so this is what will happen. We'll realize how much dependent we are on the Lord, how he is our master, how we are his servant. And once this relationship gets established, then where is the question of dukkha, where is the question of suffering? Even when suffering comes, we will leave it on the Lord, you take care. My job is to chant the holy names, to do devotional service. Here it is said, Je pada lagiya rama, tapasya korila, Je pada paya shiva, shivatva lobhila. Lakshmi Devi, she did a lot of austerities to attain the lotus feet of Krishna. And when it comes to Lord Shiva, how has he got this name Shiva? Shiva means auspiciousness. And it is described when Vaman Dev, you all know Vaman Dev? Yes. the dwarf incarnation of the Lord, who cheated Bali Maharaj to get. This is a nice conversation. Maybe someday we'll have a seminar on this. Then, so Vaman Dev comes to Bali Maharaj, and Bali Maharaj says, "I want to give you some charity." And Vaman Dev is like, "I just want 3 steps of land." And then Bali Maharaj said, "Okay, I've got many asuras. Their feet are very big. So from them, let's get the measurement of 3 steps instead of yours." He said, "No, no, no. I'll just take whatever land comes, which is covered by my 3 foot." And then so much of dialogues, Vamandev is saying that what is the use? There are people having so much opulence in their life, but still they are not satisfied. Even if the person gets opulence of all the 3 worlds, still the person will not be satisfied. If the person cannot be satisfied with 3 steps of land, he cannot be satisfied with anything of this world. It was a bada dialogue. And then Bali Maharaj is like, "Okay." And the Bali Maharaj says, he tells him, "You are spiritually good. You're spiritually mature, but looks like you're materially immature. You don't know what you want. I am the one." And he made the statement. He said, "I am the master of all the 3 worlds." This is what Bali Maharaj said. "I am the master of all the 3 worlds. You ask me whatever you want, I'll give you. I'll give you a palace, I'll give you a good wife, I'll give you this, I'll give you that." And Vamandev, with full humility, "I don't want anything. I just want 3 steps of land." And Bali Maharaj is like, "Oh, if you take something from me and later if you go and beg from someone else, what will people think about me? That someone went to Bali and he didn't fulfill their desire. This is what they'll say. Please take whatever you want." No, I just want 3 steps of land." And what happened after that? And when Bali Maharaj gave water in the hands of Vamandev, it's a sankalpa that I'm going to give charity now. With that mood where the water was given. And to everyone's amazement, this dwarf became huge and huge and huge. It was not like it took years for becoming like that. It was like in few seconds, Bhagavatam says, in few moments, this dwarf Brahmana, he became so huge that he covered all the planetary systems. And then he put his one leg down, he covered all the Patal Lokas, Rasatala Lokas to be more specific, and then he took another step, another leg he took up, and is described with so much of force that it pierced the entire material covering. And there, when the foot of the Lord was coming up, so Brahma and all his associates were very eager. They came with Aarti plate and altar installation started there. They started worshipping the lotus feet. And then when this lotus feet touched, at that time the Viraja river flowed down, and that comes down as Ganga. And Brahma held that in Kamandalu. And then when it came down more, it was coming with great force. And everyone was helpless. They were not understanding what to do. At that time Lord Shiva came, and then he said, "I will take this Charanamrita, the water that has washed the foot of the Lord, I'll take the Charanamrita on my head." He took entire water on his head in his jata. And till date we see that Lord Shiva, he's retaining that Charanamrita on his head, remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. And since he holds the Charanamrita of the Lord on his head, he is called Shiva, or all auspicious. Because that all auspicious Charanamrita is there on his head. Je pada labhya brahma krathartha hoila, je pada narada muni hridaya dhoila. Those feet by which Brahma became fulfilled, those feet which Narada Muni embraced in his heart. So these lotus feet, these are not normal and ordinary. Brahma, the 4-headed Brahma, he is meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord with all his 4 heads. And Narada Muni, he is always meditating on these lotus feet in his heart all the time. That's why Narada Muni is a very special personality. Wherever he goes, he creates a place of pilgrimage. And similarly, any devotee who holds the lotus feet of the Lord in the heart, when they go to any place, that place becomes pilgrimage. This is what Yudhishthira Maharaj is telling Vidura. So Vidura came to the house of Yudhishthira Maharaj. This was after the entire Mahabharata Yuddha. And then Yudhishthira Maharaj is glorifying, he says, Bhavat-vida Bhagavatas. Next line I forgot. Third line says, Tirthi kurvanti tirthani swantastena gadavrata So he's saying that Bhavat Vida Bhagavatas, wherever Bhagavat like you go, who hold the lotus feet of the Lord in your heart, you know what do you do, Vidura? You actually go to different place and tirthi kurvanti tirthani. You convert that place into a tirtha, to the place of pilgrimage. Why? Swantastena Gadamrita. Swa Antastena Gadamrita. The holder of Gada, the holder of club, is there in Swa Antaha, in your heart. Therefore, wherever you go, you create or you convert that place into place of pilgrimage. I would like to thank all the devotees who have come today here. You all hold the lotus feet of the devotee as Lord in your heart, and you have converted Kunal Prabhu's place into place of pilgrimage. Thank you very much. Happy Prabhu.
Yes.
But still you have to come for Vrindavan Yatra. That's why it is always said that Grihastha devotees should keep inviting devotees home and keep doing kirtan at least once in 3 months. But don't invite everyone will not come. Whoever comes, invite few devotees and do kirtan. Very, very important. Very, very important. Because just by inviting devotees who have hold the Lord in the heart, they can convert that place into a place of pilgrimage. I know some devotees who, in a scheduled way, invite few families to their home for lunch, dinner, like that. Once in a month, 2 devotees. Another month, 2 devotees, like that. And they'll do kirtan, they'll have nice katha and things like that. And the last 2 stanzas. Sei se abhaya pada shireta dhoriya parama anande nachi pada guna kaya. Holding upon my head those very feet which are the abode of fearlessness, I dance with great joy, chanting their glories. Since there's so much of fear in this world, we cannot be fearless. But then anyone who holds the lotus feet of the Lord on the head or in the heart, such a devotee becomes fearless, completely fearless. And such a devotee can dance fearlessly anywhere and everywhere. That devotee cannot be checked by anyone. So it's very nice to meditate on this, especially the devotees are practicing from quite some time. It's a very important thing to ask a question that have I come to that platform where I'm able to meditate on the Lord all the time or holding the lotus feet of the Lord in the heart. And what is the litmus test for it? Am I fearful in this world or not? If I'm fearful, if I'm fearless, thoda poche. Yes. And the last stanza it says, Samsara vipada hote avashya udhara bhakati vinoda o pada koribe kumara. Your feet will surely deliver bhakti vinod from the dangers of material existence. See, all these acharyas, they put their name, but actually we have to put our name there. They are already delivered. They are manjaris in the spiritual world. What else is there for them? For us, they are telling that, in fact, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling all of us, you fools, go take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, then you will get relieved from this entire material existence. There is no other way. Any activity that we are doing is just entangling us in this material world. But when we take shelter of the lotus feet, we are actually delivered from this material existence. So that's what we do while doing deity worship. We take shelter of the lotus feet. We worship with full love and devotion. And we offer nice prayers to the Lord every single day. Just imagine such huge altar these people have. I'm sure when you stand in front of the altar, you feel so small. Yes. In fact, this was one of my ideas, when I was asking devotees to make altar. So the ones who were well-to-do, I was asking them, make big altar. When you go in front of the Lord, at that time you should feel very small. And actually I saw that. In some places when I went to do altar installation, I was feeling so small there. Huge altar. So, when we go in front of the Lord and we offer nice prayers, do nice kirtan, that will actually get all that we discussed today, taking shelter of the Lord, all that will come just by having an altar at home. When the altar is there at home, regularly worship will happen. Because the devotee who invites the Lord takes an oath, like today Kunal Prabhu and Deepti Mataji will be taking an oath that every day morning I'll wake you up, O Lord. Every day I'll do at least one aarti. Every day I'll at least offer one bhoga. And every day I'll put you to rest when I'm in town. So they will be taking that oath today. So, when we have such oath and when we literally follow this nicely, we see that how we get closer to the Lord, and at the same time, every single family member gets tightly connected with each other because everyone is connected to Krishna. And it creates a lot of auspiciousness in the house because everyone is coming together to do kirtan. In one of the place where we did altar installation, that devotee was telling that Prabhu, right from the time you've done altar installation, me and my wife we fight still, but it doesn't last long. I said, why? What happened? Prji, every evening we have no option. We have to come together and do kirtan. So when coming together, एक दूसरे का मुंह तो देखना ही है. अभी वो गाएगी तो करताल बजाना ही है. मैं गाऊंगा तो वो करताल बजाएगी. So we have no option. So we patch up before going to the altar, and now it's all happy. And also there's a very nice samskar for the kids. I've seen all the places where the altar installation is done, where nice worship is happening. The kids are growing so nicely. They know very well, हाँ भोग लगाना है, उसके बाद ही खाना है. No, we should do worship, etc., etc., etc. Some small kids, big kids, I don't know how they react and how they respond to altar installation. But small kids I have seen, they're so attached to the altar. If you tell them, I'll take this to my home, they'll start crying immediately. नहीं 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 प्रभु जी ऐसे आपके पास भी है ना IBC में है ना आपके पास ये कहाँ रखेंगे आप where will you keep this? They're very attached. So this attachment is the right samskar that we're giving to the kids. Can you imagine one altar and so much gets established, so much is accomplished. Prabhupada says for grahasthas to be happy, there are 4 things that needs to be done. Let me recollect. This comes in 13th chapter, 13th or 12th chapter where we have those shlokas 8 to 12, 8 to 13, 12th, huh? 12th, the elements of knowledge. So in that Prabhupada says, 4 things for grahastha devotees to be happy. He says that the entire family should come together and chant Hare Krishna. That anyways happens when we are there in front of the Lord. Second, now we should read Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam every day. That also happens because there's an exclusive place now. We can sit in front of the Lord and read. Third, we should have prasad. Now you have no option. You should offer it to the Lord and then you have to eat. I remember when I was in college, in the hostel, my room was maybe a little bit smaller than this. Yeah. And then I had my altar at the top. I had Gaurmita in my altar, Vigraha. And then sometimes the devotees will get prasad from God. I will offer only fruits and dry fruits. What will I cook in the hostel room? So when some devotee will get prasad for me, then मैं छुप छुप के खाता था. वो देख लेंगे. Because I'm not, that consciousness was there. I'm not offering this to them. It's already offered. I cannot offer, but I have to eat. So I have to think, अरे बेचारे इसके fruits खा रहे हैं और मैं ये सब मालपुआ खा रहा हूँ यहाँ. So automatically that consciousness comes over. I have to offer. Whatever is cooked, that has to be offered. That has to be offered. 4th one, I don't remember. Chanting the holy names, and then Bhagavatam, and Prasad. Anyone remember this?
Association.
Association. Let me just check. So maybe any questions anyone has till I find. Bhoga offering is done. Still going. Any questions anyone has? This is 13th chapter, shloka 8 to 12. उसके purport में somewhere. Oh. So Prabhupada says chanting the holy names, reading Bhagavatam, having prasad, and doing deity worship. Sorry, I forgot deity worship. So when we have altar, we have to do deity worship. So anywhere, any house where these 4 activities are done, I'll directly read the section where Prabhupada is saying this. As for detachment from children, wife and home, it is not meant that one should have no feelings for these. Yes. They are natural objects of affection. But when they are not favorable to spiritual progress, then one should not be attached to them. The best progress for making the home pleasant in Krishna consciousness is what? If one is in full Krishna consciousness, he can make his home very happy. Because this process of Krishna consciousness is very easy. And then Prabhupada gives us 4 points. One need only chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
First. Second, accept the remnants of foodstuffs offered to Krishna. Third, have some discussion on books like Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Fourth, engage oneself in deity worship. These 4 things will make one happy. And then Prabhupada writes, he gives an instruction to all of us one should train the members of his family in this way. The family members can sit down morning and evening. So Kunal Pro, Deepti Mataji, Prabhupada is saying morning and evening one should sit down in front of the altar. बैठेंगे resign करना पड़ेगा उसको. I think at least once we should, once at least morning or evening. And then Prabhupada is saying, and chant together, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
And then Prabhupada is saying, if one can mold his family life in this way, to develop Krishna consciousness, following these four principles, then there is no need to change from family life to renounced life. Congratulations. No need to take sannyas. That's what Prabhupada is saying. But if you are in Rajbhumi circle, one day you have to. You will not be allowed. So in this way, very nicely, it is said that in Grahastha life, if you are having the altar at home, these four things will happen, and automatically, the family members will be bonded with each other on the spiritual platform, and one can be happy. Thank you very much. I have finished my class. If you have any questions, you can ask. Or anything you want to share, or bhog lag raha hai, kuch kar nahi sakte. Any questions? Or sorry, any realizations?
Prabhuji, for the altar installation, is there any kind of procedures we should follow?
We should be chanting Hare Krishna, we should be offering.
So the room on the altar installation, is there anything that the room should be like this?
No. There's some place where Lord can be there. Yeah. Anything else? Normally, wherever I go, I say remove the TV and put the altar. But now, bigger than the TV is the altar somewhere. I remember doing this in many houses.
When you were talking about the altar and it just wanted to come to the newer house, it's so true. So when we were in the previous house, which is in the same apartment, we were visualizing in that house that this is where the altar will be, this is how we'll do the kirtan, and this is how we'll do everything. But the altar got delivered the day we were shifting from that house to this house.
And after 1 year, you.
After 1.5 year, more than a year. So it just wanted to come here.
Lord wanted a fresh place, a place which is freshly painted, fresh.
God wanted to teach us, you plan, I will do what I plan.
And talking about, I wanted to speak about Kunal and Mataji also. Right from day one, I've seen. Online, I couldn't see them. But when we started these offline classes in the Panatur Center, I remember that they were the only family in some session. And that day, I didn't go to give session because I had a throat issue, and Harishapur went. And Prabhuji came back and he said, yes, one family had come. And then I asked, who is that? Then I got to know they were the two. So right from day one, their sincerity is really very nice. I'm very happy with this couple. And very eager to serve. I remember Deepti Mataji, coming, and even Kunal Prabhu, for searching for Sarjapur Center. That was the project. You'll never forget Mataji in your life?
कब से जो भाग रहे थे मुझे भाग ही नहीं.
Those days were like running around, to find that Sarjapur Center. And Mataji and Prabhu literally, they worked so hard with other devotees. And Mataji would cook, other Matas and this Mataji would cook, they'll get prasad. And on the road, in some apartment, somewhere we'll eat, wherever we get hands to wash, water to wash, and we'll do that. And then their regular, their sincerity in doing sadhana, I'm sure their Bhakti Riksha leaders, Sanatan Prabhu and the sector leader, Krishna Karnama Prabhu, agree that they're very, very sincere. Prabhu? Very sincere when it comes to doing their sadhana. And very soon they start.
Regularly they send reports.
Yeah.
On time. Both of them send reports.
Amazing. And also, I remember, even when they were coming to Gita course classes, at that time itself they decided that we'll offer bhoga and we'll have prasad only. Correct, no? Yes, they did that. And they have very wonderful, beautiful, sweet girl, Shanaya. So I think she is the top pujari in the house. And then so she is driving the devotional service. And very nicely, she does various things. I understand from whatever they tell us. And then after that, now they have taken up a very, very important role of being the Bhakti Riksha leader. And we have the members, I can see some of them coming to their house for altar installation. So they have taken this role of being a Bhakti Rickshaw leader. It's a big responsibility to guide and to help and assist other families, to progress in the path of Bhakti. Bichare dono abhi working hai. And they have a kid also. So it's I always have this very high respect for all the Bhakti Rickshaw leaders and all the leaders for that matter. It's not easy. You go to office, you come back, and then you have your kid, and along with that you do follow up. And while doing follow up, the other person will say, "No, I'm not coming." You don't have any other work. Why are you calling me again and again? You hear all that, and still you just go on doing it. Oh, that's a big thing. And then now when Bhakti Rickshaw is happening, you have to cook. पहले घर सजाओ, फिर then you have to put your sofas out, and that, oh my god. So thank you very much for taking up this role. I'm extremely happy, and I'm feeling very blessed that I'm getting this opportunity to do the first arati of the altar. So I'd request all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis present here, please shower your choices blessings onto them. Please pray for them that Lord empowers them more and more. And they, all three of them, become nice soldiers of Srila Prabhupada, nice missionaries in the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Let's chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, pray for them.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So next altar installation is in the house of Dayalu Govind Prabhu and Paramakanti Mataji. So open invitation, please come. Date, time, pata nahi hai, batayenge. So we'll go for the aarti now. Hare Krishna. Yeah, how many people will stand? The bank will
I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. Chandra Prabhu is coming. I was just checking whether the sound is coming here. It's okay. Here also will listen.
I think live we can open live.
Huh?
TV we can live. YouTube.
नहीं मतलब अभी शुरू भी नहीं किया जैसे ही ऑल्ट्रो में ऐसे कर
मतलब देख लें.
आप बदलिए
मैं बजाऊं?
बजा ली
I think we can have more people on this side also. Come inside. Come. Adjust yourselves. Come this side also. Little bit sun is there.
Still we can. No other. Few people can go.
I'll get inside the altar. You all stand.
Kattan. So Kattan.
So you want to play? Want to play Kattan? Nikunj?
Kattan.
Where is Krishna Gana? Call him.
जय जय श्री रामचंद्र महाप्रभु की जय, श्री लक्ष्मण भगवान की जय, श्री पांच तत्व की जय, सद्गुरु की भगवान की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दया कर
Parikashacharya, Shloka Shri Srimad. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. ISKCON Founder Acharya, BBD Founder Acharya, Savior of the whole world, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahams Parikashacharya, Shloka Shri Srimad. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिनी वृंद देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। उधर हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assemble. All glories to assemble. All glories to assemble. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to you, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So once again, let us pray for this wonderful family. Kunal Prabhu.